Hi everyone, so today I'm so excited to be sharing something from my book Heal to Live. So Heal to Live was nominated a few months ago as a bestseller on Amazon, so I'm really excited about that. But I'd like to share a chapter which I wrote. Now this book was written, I started writing it probably 6 years ago now, and it took me 2 years to write it, and then I wanted to share something with you. So here we go. This is chapter 2 and it's called The Light Wave. Our souls are divine love or goodness. So I define God as good, like goodness. So it's not up to me, that's for me, but if you define God as something else, that's who you define it as. Or if you define goodness as something else, that's what you define it as. Through our hearts we connect with our soul or our spirit. The gateway to who we truly are. When you remember to love yourself and others, you reconnect and become more balanced. By letting go of the voice, the ego, your belief system, we release fear. So it's the fear that causes us and blocks our opportunities in life, because we believe our belief system, which is what we believe to be truth, that we're not good enough, or we're not worthy enough, or they're better than me, or that lots of things. They're just stories. Fear is a negative energy that stopped us from loving and being loved. Please don't take this the wrong way, as we all need a little ego for confidence. Without confidence, we cannot shift or move from where we are. We are always moving and shifting our energy. This includes our thoughts. Moving forward in life with confidence is another golden gem for your spiritual treasure chest. So the spiritual treasure chest is a metaphor that I use. They're like where you put your tools. So instead of putting them in a toolbox, you put them in your spiritual treasure chest, and I call them golden gems instead of tools. So you call them what you want. It's okay. The best way to stay in your place of inner peace and love is to keep reminding yourself of who you truly are. What I mean is, don't allow the people to put you down, make negative comments, or try to manipulate you, undermine your inner peace. Instead, let them be a reminder of who you are, not what they assume or want you to be. It's a daily practice. I do this daily and it works, and it sure does. My routine in the morning is getting up out of bed, and sometimes that can be hard, lifting those sheets and bouncing out of bed. Sometimes we don't want to do that, but we do it. So the best thing to tell your belief system or your mind is, yes, we're going to do this today, we're going to be happy, and guess what, we're bringing the heart of it, the heart of the matter with us. And jump out of bed and go to the toilet, wash your hands and go, yep, I'm up, I'm doing it. And then off you go, plan your day. And I write down daily, I write my day, there might be 3 things that I want to achieve, and out of those 3 things is something major. I'll start with the major thing first, because I find even if I don't complete it, at least I've half done it. So the next day I might be ready to do the other half, and then it's done. So I've cut that big task in half, but I've got it completed. So there's many ways we can do this. Fear can only stay if we allow it. People can only remain in your life if you allow them. Now, how many people, I'm sure there's many people that can relate with that, about the people in their life that try and pull you down, tell you should have done this better or that better, and you could have been this and could have been that, and why didn't you give me this and give me that, and why didn't you do this and that for me? Like a broken record, or they tell you that they want something from you, and it takes you a little while to figure that out, and then all of a sudden they're skipping away happy and you're left with the baggage. Yeah, don't worry, you're not alone. And I've just come through something major in my life with a relationship where there was a lot of deceit and dishonesty. So don't let these feelings stay in your body. Don't let it define you, this fear. There are many ways and many inspirational people who know this already. They know it in life. People like, I know when I was writing this book, who inspired me were people like Wayne Dyer and Louise Hay, and it surprises me when I talk to young people or I'm doing my healing work. A lot of young people don't know who Louise Hay is. She's beautiful. She's the queen of affirmations, the goddess of affirmations. And affirmations can only work when you start with your heart first, because you've got to feel it for the body to believe that to be true. So I recommend in this book, I recommend studying the principles of Ayurveda, which Ayurveda is the Vedas. So the Vedas were like the yogis that discovered the wisdom, and they could channel, because the energy was different back then. There was very few people in the world, and they were more operating from a fifth dimensional place, because they knew their power, and they could draw on that power and draw in the knowing of the wisdom of the ancestors that were here before us, knowing, and we're all a bit of that, because we're all connected. I mean, when we go way, way back, we go that far back, that how many people, what was the population of the world? Maybe a few hundred. And this big planet that we live in. Imagine the vibrational frequency, how it was. So we can still tune into that though, because we have the power to do so. So I recommend studying a little bit about Ayurveda, and I do write a chapter about that in my book, only because it connects to a chakra system within our energy, which is our energy centers. Our energy centers are where the blocks, they can become blocked. So energy like guilt, shame, blame, fear, anger are part of this system within us, part of our centers, our chakra system. They're also psychic centers. So if they're blocked through guilt, shame, blame, forgiving, and not being able to forgive, you're not going to be able to collect that wisdom and feel that energy that you're meant to. So that's about it for today. Please go on to Amazon if you'd like to order a copy of my book. Otherwise, just keep asking me questions and I'll read more paragraphs. So would love to hear from you. Love your comments. Please go to my website and subscribe. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I do online sessions as well as one-on-ones here in Bali. I also teach meditations, many modalities of meditations. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.